I strongly encourage you to buy back your time by improving your health, working on your health just a little bit. You do that and that will exponentially help with you growing your business, making more money, making better deals, staying sharper, and being far more confident, not just in your business, but in the rest of your life. So think about this. If you spend an hour doing your exercise, or an hour prepping your food and getting yourself organized with healthy habits that support your health, and that could be shopping, food prep, it could be cleaning up your environment, whatever it is, that 1 hour, that can equate to a couple of hours of higher productivity. It can equate to better focus. It can equate to you being more disciplined because you're in a better state to be able to do what needs to be done without thinking about it. You just get in there and do it. You're putting off procrastination. You might find that 1 hour allows you to be far more disciplined and make better decisions. So if you're not doing any exercise right now, I'm not telling you have to go to the gym and absolutely destroy yourself. That 1 hour could be you going for a walk. While you're going for a walk, you could be calling one of your friends you haven't spoken to for a long time. You could be listening to a podcast or an audio book that helps you grow your business, increase your confidence, build your discipline, learn about health. You could be listening to me talking to you about how to change things up. So that hour of exercise doesn't need to be anything extreme. Maybe you need to do some stretching and mobility work as a priority. Maybe you need to do some yoga or Tai Chi, something like that, that slow, gentle exercise that helps you relax your body and calm your mind, build up your energy that way. Maybe you do need to go and do some strength training and some cardio just to be able to bring up your energetic capacity because you've let that go for a long time. But remember that the fittest, healthiest people generally have these incredible businesses as well. And sure, you can get away with it for a while if you are not doing these things, but it catches up with you. And it could catch up with you in terms of energy. It could be injury. It could be picking up some sort of illness like an autoimmune disease or diabetes. All sorts of crazy things. Because there's all these mystery illnesses going on these days that happen because your immune system is just weakened, and unless you focus on your own health and bringing up your energy, then unfortunately if you're over 40 it's going to catch up with you. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So spend an hour, gain a couple of hours. It's all going to help. What about decision fatigue? That's a real thing that catches up with you. Sometimes you just get to a point where you can't think about that. You can't make that decision right now. It's just too much. Your brain is not in a state to be able to make a quick decision. But if you have your body fueled up with quality food, then you're going to be able to think more clearly. You're going to be sharper, and you're going to be able to make better decisions. You're going to be able to make more decisions, and you're going to be able to make them a whole lot quicker. So rather than having to think about it, dwell on it, you can think clearly and make a clear decision right away, move on, and execute the plan involved in that decision. And I've been in the state where the body is not in an energy surplus, it is in a bad state, and you can't think clearly. You're not in a place that you are ready to make a good decision. In fact, you don't even want to think about it. I can't think about this now. Come and see me tomorrow. That might have come out of your mouth. If you've heard that recently, well, then that might be a wake-up call to do something about it. Your health is your wealth. You lose your health, I guarantee you'll lose your wealth, because that's what happened to me. I don't want that happening to anybody else. Now, if you are running your own company, you are the leader. People are following you. You want to be able to lead by example. If you are full of energy, if you are walking in with a presence of physicality, good posture, strength, if you have the habits to be able to exercise, and it might be riding your bike to work, it might be going to the gym before work, after work, but doing these things on a regular basis, people will see that. They see the discipline that you hold and they respect that. That brings strong leadership qualities. You are not only then the leader in your business, but you are also the person that people look to when the shit hits the fan, and it does. And when I'm talking about that, I'm not talking about just a business crisis where you might have to be putting out fires for a while, but what if there's some sort of a health crisis, a first aid emergency, some sort of a emergency situation that happens within the workplace or outside the workplace? If you have that strength, that leadership presence, if you have that physicality, people are going to look to you to be able to take care of the situation, because you are the one who can. You are equipped, you are ready, you are confident, you are able to make those clear decisions, and you're able to act without freezing. In those fight or flight situations, a lot of people will just run away, or they'll freeze up and they can't do it. Can you maintain your composure and act confidently? Do what needs to be done. If you feel like you are not in that situation, then get to work, build up your health, build up your fitness. Those two things will allow you to build discipline and resilience, and that allows you to be a much stronger leader to your entire workplace. You are not just the boss, but you are someone who is inspirational because you do the things that need to be done. You do what is necessary to keep you in a quality mindset, and you bring that leadership all around you. What about your sick day tax? If you are not healthy and you constantly feel like you're sick and under the weather, you're absolutely not performing at your best. Now, I know a lot of people that work for themselves don't like taking sick days. I get that, but sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes you are so burnt out, sick, unable to do anything, achy, that you have to stay home. Does that mean the business keeps going without you? Or does that mean everything stops? Sometimes you're needed to be there to be able to make a good decision because there's a critical sales meeting or a shareholder meeting, something like that, where you need to be present. And if you are not feeling good, then that's not going to go so well for you or for everybody around you, especially if a decision needs to be made there and then. Can you afford that? Can you afford to flirt with the disaster of being sick long term or short term? I know you might be saying, oh, look, everyone gets a cold or everyone gets a flu occasionally, and occasionally, possibly every year, that's not absolutely necessary. If you are healthy, then you can avoid that. It's just a matter of you being disciplined enough to be able to stay on top of it, on top of your nutrition, on top of your lifestyle, not burning yourself out, making sure you're taking ample holidays, making sure that you are eating quality food, and that might mean having good food at the office all the time, or having someone be able to go out and get your lunch or bring lunch into the office. That is still a healthy choice. Even when you're on the run, even when you're under the pressure, choosing the right thing, the best thing for you, and keeping your health up, rather than reaching for whatever's easiest that's going to drag your health down. And that's it. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're getting healthier or you're not getting healthier. And every day, however you score on the healthier or not healthier is going to impact whether you are healthy and not needing these sick days, or you are either underperforming because you are run down, unable to think clearly, fluey, can't make good decisions, or you're sick at home in bed and you can't do anything. So it's not a theoretical thing, this is a reality. What are you going to do about it? It's a choice that you need to make, and it's a choice that impacts not just your own health, but the health of your business and all of the people that work for you as well, that rely on you. So you've got to think of your health as wealth. You've got to think, I need to invest in my own health in order to feel my best, perform my best, to be able to be a leader, to be able to avoid sick days, to be able to make the best decisions possible, to be able to stay disciplined even when things get tough, to be able to stay calm under pressure. And there is a night and day difference between whether you can maintain this level of health and the discipline involved in keeping that, or if you are just going to do whatever the status quo is and just get by on whatever. 16 years chronic fatigue for me, that's a long time. And that took away my business, my house, my friends, my social life, everything. That's the cost health can pay or can take. And I was already doing so many things to try and look after myself, and I just wasn't quite there. I don't want that for you, because these days I hear about so many people, friends of mine, family members, getting these illnesses or injuries, autoimmune diseases, cancer, social anxiety, depression, mood disorders, all sorts of different things. And it's not absolutely necessary. You can stay away from these things. You can certainly minimize these things, and even if you have picked up these things, you can reverse a lot of them. You can absolutely ease off the symptoms so that it's nowhere near as severe. And if you're really willing to work hard enough at it, you can get over these things and get them out of your system once and for all. But it's up to you. You've got to be willing to pay the price. And if you are willing to pay the price, it's absolutely worth it, because you get that strong second half of your life. Could be better than the first half. And that's what it's all about. I don't want to be working away just for the sake of working. I want lifestyle. I want to be able to do more of this, being able to go for a walk in the park in the sunshine first thing in the morning, getting the fresh air, getting back to nature, starting the day slow rather than feeling like I am in a stressful situation that is just burning me out. And I want that for you as well. So I encourage you to make the choice. If you're not sure where to start, there is so much free information in my school group. You can go in there and take the health audit just to be able to see where your energy is at. And then if you are ready to step up and try something, there's a simple 3-step protocol in there to get started. See if you can do that for a week. If you can do that for a week, you might be ready to step up to the 14-day reset, which is a little bit more disciplined. Step things up a little bit more. But it doesn't take too much out of your day. It's just enough to be able to get you started and feel the difference. And the difference that I expect you to feel is going to be more energy and less stress. And yes, you can actually notice the difference after a week. So what's 7 days in the terms of your life? It's only a very short period of time. So a small action can give you a massive payoff if you're willing to try. Give it a go. Love to see you in there. Happy to help with any questions or concerns you might have. I know we're all different, and I don't expect everything to be a one-size-fits-all solution for everybody, but there are a lot of key things there that we just forget or we lose track of over the years because we get so busy looking after ourselves, our family, our business, and just getting caught up in the stress and time of adulthood. So join the school group, get the vitality audit, get started there, and let's see how you feel in a week. Guarantee once you feel better, you'll want more of that, because that just equates more energy, less stress, more fun, better lifestyle. Who doesn't want that? Talk again soon.